we have the first part is background of the case, and the second is information about Philippines. And the third one is similar cases in Taiwan. And the fourth is the proposed opportunities. And the fifth one is if she fought her right in Taiwan. And the sixth one is key information should be included in postcard. I'm going to introduce the background of the case. Marina Sumugobado is now 22 years old, and she's from Philippines. She first realized that she had to fight for herself in the community in a young age, and she learned about climate change when she was 15. In 2013, a serious typhoon called Yolanda attacked Philippines and destroyed her hometown, Sama. And since she has survived from the typhoon that killed almost 6,000 people, she started to care about climate change and homeless people. And in 2018, September, she went to New York City to give evidence to an investigation into climate change. And she has also talked about the way fossil fuel industry contribute to it. Her appeal to the Philippines government was to let the homeless people have enough food, water, electricity, and a home.
Hello, I'm Ariel, and now I'm going to talk about the information of Philippines. Next page. Okay. First, I want to tell you that Philippines is an archipelagic country in the Southeast Asia, and it is highly exposed to climate change, so natural hazards often cause a lot of casualties. And because of sitting astride the typhoon belt, most of the islands experience annual thunderstorms.
Hello, I'm Vivi, and I'm going to talk about the smaller case in Taiwan. Taiwan Studio, it was set up by Chen Renping, and it has given 100,000 of speech, 100,000 of beach cleanup, and they have cleaned 100,000 kilograms of sea waste. And they protect the ocean by giving speech, cleansing, and advocating the source reduction of waste. There is an example. Taiwan is going to have table where rental service. At present, they have planned it in Little Ryukyu. Also, it will be brought to Taiwan in the future. And they also issue total currency in Little Ryukyu, which can only earn by doing beach cleanup. Let's talk about Chen Renping first. He grew up in Xinbei, Xinjiang, and he has done some marine researchers. But in the work, he noticed the crisis of the environment. So he decided to establish Taiwan Studio to protect the ocean. And his goal is not asking people to return to their original life, just ask everyone to maintain a mentality that respects all resources and the environment. And then total currency. Because one of the members of Taiwan is from Little Ryukyu, also they want to attract more people to join beach cleanup, so they issue total currency as rewards in Little Ryukyu. And they use small pieces of glasses from beach and draw some animal creatures on it to become total Ryukyu. And it can also only earn by doing beach cleanup. And it's so beautiful, so a lot of people leave it as souvenir, but actually it can be used as discount coupon at local stores. And it won grassroots conservation awards in the 30th Turtle Symposium, Kobe, Japan.
And now I'm going to talk about the proposed opportunities. And first, I want you to know the government of the Philippines tried to manage and reduce disaster risks through innovative legislation. That means they want to control this climate change by making new laws. But that was not enough. So what can we help? What can we do? First of all, we can write letters to ask the government to do more, such as give them more supplies. And also we can post this issue on social media to get more people's attention. And We can also be the volunteers to help local people to repair their public equipments.
And my name is Flora. I'm going to talk about issues for her rights in Taiwan. The first is for us, and the first one is support her. Two are better than one, so it would be great if we show our help to someone who is fighting on her own. And the second one is try not to use too much natural resources. When we are talking about being green or do not let our earth be destroyed, we should do more actual things rather than just talk. But it is hard for us to change our habits overnight. We could go green step by step. Although it is just a small thing, it still works a lot when we do it. And the third one is we should remind everybody to face the disaster with me. When we have already been aware of the changes, there's still a lot of people don't know what's happened. So we're obliged to tell everybody about this issue. And the fourth one is try to recover the nature. We still have our children and our future generation. They still have to live on the earth. But we have made our earth worse, so we have to give a cleaner one to our offspring. We can recover the nature by cultivating trees or biomediation. And the second part is for interest group. 1. Hold a parade. Same as before, we should let more and more people know what's happened. And the second part is hold an activity that helps the environment. Lots of people like me only know we should care more about the environment, but we just don't know what kind of things we could do. So it is good for people to have a way to show our concerns. And the third one is sign a petition. By doing this, we can let our government to know what we want to do. And the fourth part is tell everybody about the issue. And the next, key information should be included in the postcard. The first one, if we want to give the postcard for Marino. And you can say you're not alone or keep doing the right thing. It is really appreciated that we have a person like you. Please remember we're always by your side even we're in Taiwan. I think for everyone it is really hard for people to speak in public. It takes a lot of time, a lot of courage to do this, same as Marino. She's just a little bit older than us, so I really appreciate for her by doing the things in such a young age. And the last part is if we want to give the postcard for government there. Residents live there are the ones who know the place most, so the officials should listen to them. Then government can support Marino for what she has done or she will do. Should care more about the residents live there. Set a news and set an evacuation center, stable foundation. Hope you learn more about Marino.
And generally speaking, if we want to support Marino and rescue our offspring, we had better taking actions now. Thank you for listening.